Thanks for tuning into our edit sesh. I'm Effie.
And I'm Dorothy, two passionate photographers from Hamilton, Ontario.
Join us as we dive into answering FAQs, share tips, and discuss life's moments, all while savoring the rich aroma of our favorite brew and working through our edit cues. Whether you're a photographer or a pal,
we're beyond happy you're joining us.
Okay, Dorothy,
Yeah.
you start the podcast since I'm meeting.
Okay. Welcome. Was that how we start it?
Mm-hmm.
Great. I did a good job. So we got our highs and lows of the week. Epi, of course, has a friggin' paragraph.
Honestly, oh my god, I should stop eating.
No. You should just eat that. I can go first.
Okay, go first.
So just don't chew right into the mic.
Okay, cool. I'll move it.
So actually, this journey that I'm on health-wise, has been really intense, and people were like, how do you know your symptoms of like all these things that I have? And I was like, I don't know. I would just wake up and everything would hurt. And I always described it as like, it felt like my inside muscles had shrunk. And so like everything was tight. Like, you know, when you go put on like a shirt and it's like too tight, like, but it was like my neck muscles, my shoulder, my like calves, my hamstrings, everything, just like whatever is connecting my like foot to like my ankle or whatever, like everything just always felt like I was stretching, but I was like not stretching. I was just literally standing.
You used to have like a chronic pain.
Yeah. So that's why I stopped working out, because it wasn't doing anything. Obviously I wasn't losing weight, and then on top of that, I think it was just stressing my body out. So it was really sad to like stop that. But the good part about this is this morning I woke up and I just like sat there and I just like felt my body and I was like, I don't hurt right now.
What?
Yeah. So it only took 17 months, but here we are.
Why? What happened?
No, I think it's just like all the pills and like eating healthy. And the whole point is that I'm eating to fix like my gut and my hormones. And I mean, it could just be that my hormones are evening out, because they say it takes about 2 years. So it could just be that. It could be everything. And just time, eating healthy, vitamins.
Yay.
My body acclimating to things.
I'm so happy for you.
I know, it's great. So I was like, let's just keep this momentum going. I mean, I do still always feel tired. Like I'll do like one set of stairs while holding Maisel, get to the top, and I'll be like, freaking cow, like climbed Mount Everest. But it's like, it's not in my lungs like I did too much cardio. It's weird. It's like my legs are too tired. But then I can bike like 45 minutes or do like the class. So it's like, I think a lot of moms will say like our strength is gone. So yeah, getting that back. Next is Maisel is finally saying mom. Like, I saw that. That's so cute. Yeah, so our picture is right there on the landing of our stairs, and she'll go up and she'll like tap on it and like hit it and be like, mama, dada. So I'm like,
is she always saying dada?
Yeah.
Oh,
they
okay.
say it coming out of the womb. It's real annoying. They like come out and they're like, dada. Like, why?
And she knows you're mama.
Yeah.
And he's dada. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, it's very cute. And she's a very cute kisser. Like, she just leans in and she'll be like, and you have to go like the other like 70%
Consent.
Yeah.
She's already giving consent.
Minis went awesome.
Nice.
Obby.
And
like,
you got them edited really fast.
yeah, I was
you were
like,
worried about
whatever,
that,
I'll
right?
just do them. And I did them.
I knew you could.
Yeah.
Good job.
But I mean, Maisel was at daycare on Monday, so I was like bang through these.
Nice.
I don't know if this is a high. It sounds like really douchey to like be like, I got recognized by Reel, but it was just like a really sweet moment. I thought I was walking and she was like, hi. And I was like, hi. In my head, I'm like, I probably know you.
Did she follow you already?
No, I don't think she did.
Wow.
So she was like, I just watched your reel this morning. And I was like, oh, cool. She was like, I realize you don't know me. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And then like we just chatted, and then my friend came in beside me, and I was like, oh, this is my friend, and she has 2 kids, and she had 4 kids.
Wow.
So I was like, wow. Because then she started asking me like, do you ever do like a day in the life of like like people with kids or whatever. And I was like, yeah, we kind of do that as photographers. It's like organized chaos. Usually it's like, you'll do like 2 hours or something and you'll have like activities planned. So like, yeah, it's a bit more organized than just like a free for all, because you kind of want all the kids like in the frame. And then, yeah, she messaged me and she was like, your photos are amazing and I'm here to follow along your journey. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're like the most beautiful human I've ever met in my life.
Cute.
So now we're best friends.
Aw, good for you.
Well, we're not. I just responded, thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's so funny because one of my highs is also very similar to that.
Yeah.
Which you know about.
Yeah.
I posted on my story, but
and then I made fun of you. Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna start posting every time I get recognized.
Yeah, but like I feel like people recognize you because they already follow you, right?
I went to the Capitol again.
Yeah.
And I walked in and the two of the people from my minis were there.
Yeah.
And I was so taken aback and I was like, how do I know you guys? Like I'd already forgotten them. It'd been like 2 days.
Oh my gosh.
And then they were like, hi. And I was like, oh yeah, minis.
Nice.
So cute. Totally cut you off.
That's okay. I was gonna say, like, a lot of people recognize you because they already follow you and you like your face is in your stories.
Oh boy, is it ever.
Yeah. But like when I got recognized on Saturday, I went to go play golf by myself and I just joined up with this random pair.
Yeah.
They're like old people. I don't know. They're like older people.
Are they 40? Because that's not that old.
No, they're probably in their 50s.
Oh, okay.
But they recognized me from my hole-in-one video and they don't follow me.
I mean, that makes sense because it's golf related. They obviously golf, so it makes sense to eventually get to them.
Yeah.
Although, also, chances of 50-year-olds seeing things on the gram, I don't know.
I know.
Wow.
Wild day.
It's so cute that you have a demographic of 50-year-olds. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. 50-year-old golfers.
But yeah, could be why it's not translating into money.
It's okay.
You need to hit a lower demographic.
Well,
got to get in with the Gen Zs.
I'm just hitting the general region of Hamilton, probably.
I feel like Gen Z's not even going to get married, so it doesn't matter. And then, 50-year-olds are probably going through their second marriage. So, I mean,
perfect.
Yeah. You could be like, what's that, Golden Bachelor? You could be like the golden wedding photographer.
Thank you.
Listen, the demographic people aren't thinking about. You should probably make a new Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, called the Golden Wedding Era. Yeah. And just like literally promote to 50-year-olds.
Could work.
Could be a thing.
Yeah. So are you done all your highs? Should I move?
Yeah, I'm done my highs. I'm not done my low, which is only one.
Good.
Nice. I got a parking ticket, which is like not a big deal, but I literally went on the app and like paid and everything. And then I walked away and put my phone in my pocket. And then when I opened it, it was like there was an error. But I was so confused because everything's working. I updated the app. I've re-entered my credit card. And I keep getting errors. So I'm like, I don't understand. And you know me with tech. So I was just like, I don't know. So I called them and I was like, hey, like I was on the phone for literally waiting for 30 minutes to talk to them. I was like, listen, I know when I don't normally pay, like blah, blah, blah. But it was like, this was like a fluke. And also like I physically tried to pay. And they were like, can you like come in and show us the error? And I was like, the error is just going to say my visa didn't work. So anyways, she was like, yeah, we'll get back to you. We filed this. And then of course I never heard back from them. So I just paid it.
Yeah.
But I was like so annoyed.
Well, yeah.
Well, mostly because I was getting all my errands done and I was like crushing life. And then I came back out to a ticket and I was like, bloody hell.
Where was it?
By Jackson Square. By like a Electric Diner or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And I always give my change away to like all the homeless in Hamilton. So now I'm like, I have to have change because I can't use the app right now.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Gotta fix it.
I got a parking ticket once. It was a really long time ago.
One time?
Yeah.
I used to get them like literally weekly.
I accidentally parked in a handicap zone because it was the ones where it's like the two posts that have arrows that say like you can't park in this spot. So like it's nothing on the ground.
Yeah.
And there wasn't like a fire hydrant, and I was like, oh, a spot. So I didn't see those.
I mean, it is weird when they deviate from like, this is universally what we use to show handicap, and then they're like, we're gonna go rogue and paint a blue line, and you're just supposed to know what it means.
And it was the posts that like the one that I used to have in front of my house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy trying to park around Hamilton sometimes. Like, I'm like, I legitimately do not know what this sign means. And I'm just going to take a risk here.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
Yeah.
It's like, well, as long as my car doesn't get towed.
Yeah. That's true. Oh, it was Keith's birthday this week. And the Bruins won against the Leafs, their thingy. So Keith was really happy about that.
That's a great birthday gift for him.
I know. That was nice. And then now they're on their like second series against the Florida Panthers. I think. But
does Florida have Panthers?
I think so.
Seems so
like Tiger King
name. Oh yeah. I never watched it, but yes.
Yes. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So on Wednesday, the Bruins were playing at the same time as my Survivor party that I have every Wednesday. So Keith just went out to get a TV so we could.
Oh, that's amazing. So you had both going?
Yeah. I was like, Keith, you have to go watch the Bruins somewhere else because I'm having my Survivor party. He's like, nah, I'll just buy a TV.
Guys really don't like watching sports together as much as they make it seem like they do.
If there were more Bruins people around, he would go watch with them.
He doesn't want to watch with Leafs.
And Leafs people are not watching anymore, I don't think. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If
that makes
there were
sense.
Bruins fans around here, he would have someone to go
You should
watch
start a
with.
little group on Instagram. Just find some Bruin fans.
Bruins fans.
Yeah, I decided, is Survivor going to keep going? I heard that The Bachelor, I don't know if this is like, I didn't Google it or look it up, but is ending only in Australia?
I don't know.
Maybe all over? I don't know. I should really look that up.
Bachelor?
Yeah.
Well, they're filming their new season now, so.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's just Australia's ending.
Maybe.
Because I listened to a podcast with these two girls. She married like a producer on the Australia one.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, it's end of an era.
Oh.
I was like, that's crazy. Like, how Survivor's been on for how long?
46 seasons.
That's insane.
Yeah. So I think they do 2 seasons a year, so.
I want in on the group watching it and gonna be a fan, but I was like, it feels weird to say that like 47th season in.
You can start anytime. We're very welcoming.
Late bloomer.
Very welcoming.
I was like, I should give it a try, I guess, I suppose. Maybe I'll probably love it. Go back, be a super fan.
You should join my pool because everyone that joins the pool, pretty much like the newbies, always win. So if you want to win some money, join.
I like working ridiculously hard to make any sort of money. That's how I like to live my life.
Getting your votes in for every week on a Survivor pool is working ridiculously hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You've got more highs, apparently. Our front room is coming together.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
We got the TV and we got the TV console. We've been sitting up there instead of back here for the last couple nights, and it's been really nice.
Yeah.
To like get some separation from the office.
Yeah. You should just put all this stuff up there.
This is like our chill zone.
Chill zone.
And that's like our more formal TV zone.
So adult.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay.
You have to choose one.
Okay.
You look scared.
I don't know what to think.
Okay, so A, having dinner with the Kardashians and they'll post on social media that they're together with you. B, you $1 million just goes in your bank account. C, you travel the world for free. D, being Beyonce for 3 days.
$1 million.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Anybody? I was watching, like, reading these, and I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy. I was like, I actually would love to meet the Kardashians. I was listening again to another podcast, and apparently, like, she is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, people like really shit on her and stuff, and I'm just like,
Kim?
Yeah. And I mean, she's had work done,
Yeah.
but like apparently she's like really, really pretty.
Well, yeah.
But I don't know if I would want to be beside that then. So, and then like traveling the world for free, it's pretty good.
It is pretty dope.
Pretty dope.
But I would love to just have $1 million to just pay off my mortgage and not have to like just constant worry about money.
Yeah, so traveling the world for free, though, it sounds like it's endless, whereas like $1 million will eventually end. And I think people who do win the lottery, they say that like it does go like really fast, like faster than you'd imagine.
I know, but like everything that we're making right now is basically going straight to like mortgage, and like you have to save really hard in order to like travel the world,
and you'd have to travel a lot to get like bang for
worth it. Yeah, well,
you could do. And being Beyonce for 3 days sounds exhausting, so I'm out.
Yeah, that one didn't appeal to me at all, to be honest.
Like, no thanks.
Cool question.
Yeah, I saw it on the gram and I was like, ooh, I hate these because I'm really bad at picking. I always am like, I have to rationalize it. You know, when you would play this game, like, would you rather or whatever, you have to pick one of two really bad things. I'm like, neither. I want to do neither. Like, it's not an option.
So bad.
Like, you know, when you have to like eat worms or like, I don't even know. I can't think of another bad thing.
I know.
But I'm like, I really don't want to do either of these. Don't they do stuff like this on Survivor?
Or maybe they used to in like the old seasons.
Yeah.
You have to like eat some nasty shit.
Survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a Fear Factor kind of episode.
I hated that show.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just uncomfortable. Like, this isn't enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like,
I would do anything on Fear Factor except for the eating. Like the weird eating.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Did you watch the episode of Property Virgins?
It's on tomorrow.
Oh, dang. Hey,
I'm so excited for it.
Which, when this comes out, will be Friday. So have been out.
It'll be out already.
It's Saturday.
I have minis tomorrow in the end, like right before it airs. So I might not even be able to watch it live. I'll probably just watch it on demand.
Oh, man. So I probably won't be able to watch it, but maybe
you can come over and watch it another day.
Yeah.
Because I'll have it here.
Yeah. You doing a little party?
No, because I don't know when I'm going to watch it.
Oh, okay.
Sometime on Saturday. If anyone wants to come, it'll be too late because you're hearing this on Monday.
Yeah. Anybody followed that? So anyways, let's segue into our main topic, which is running a studio. Do you have thoughts about that, Effie?
I would never want to run a studio.
I know. It's like we talked about this last week, I think, where like people are like, oh, that'd be such a fun job.
Yeah.
And then I'm always like, no, doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah, it just feels like a lot of work. I honestly love that I have the option of just shooting anywhere and just renting it.
Yeah.
And getting my clients to pay for the studio.
Yeah.
And
I also like the versatility of like different looks, right? Without creating that.
Yeah.
Although sometimes I do think, I don't know, like sometimes in my head I'm like, oh, maybe like we'll move and we'll have like a little building that like works and I can like retrofit it with like older windows so it has like, you know, the vibe of like field work but like smaller scale.
And just having your own home studio.
Yeah. And
not
just,
to
like,
rent out though.
Yeah. And also just always having it as a backup. Like it's great for certain things like newborn, maternity.
Yeah.
If it's raining.
Yeah.
Even if it's raining for like past client, like not past clients, like wedding clients. But
it would be nice for that. Yeah. Just to have an option as a backup if it's raining, just for like your personal clients. But to own and run a studio that you're renting out to other people just sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
And even like trying to like furnish my house and like decorate, I'm like overwhelmed. So I don't even know if I'd be able to do that for a studio.
Girl, I know, because we have our Airbnb and it's like Ruben this week has been like, oh, we have to go up and paint the garage. I'm like, I don't have time in my schedule to help with that or do it or watch Maisel and then like we end up paying somebody.
True.
And then Then he went there last night, and then he came back and he was like, man, that thing needs to be like deep cleaned, and like just like things need to be like sorted, you know, like people just that we hire just miss things. And I'm like, yeah, well. So yeah, we have to figure out when we're gonna go back up there.
Yeah.
But like furnishing that place, basically everybody, it was funny, like people would go there and be like, it just looks like your house. I'm like, well, all of this furniture is from my house. Like I've been thrifting this for decades, and then I just put it all here.
Yeah.
But our house never looked empty because then we had a kid.
Yeah.
And then you just had all baby shit. So yeah, kind of worked out.
But you're actually good at decorating, I think.
I don't think so. I don't think I'm any better than anybody else. Like very eclectic style. But I mean the cottage had like we had a goal for it.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry, I'm still talking, but Scott McGilvery, I love him.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch his show.
Yeah. Was it called?
Should know this. It's like,
is it the cottage one?
8 rules. No, it's not 8 rules. It's rules for frick out.
The cottage one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
Anyway,
But your Airbnb.
Yeah.
Rental.
We should really look up the name.
Rules for rental or something?
Yeah. People are gonna be like, "Oh, you almost got
Cottage
it."
house rules or something.
Scott's vacation house rules.
Okay. You're getting there.
Yeah, we were so close. So he just did Sarah's house, that big influencer, Papaya or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I watched, because he has a new season out, season 5. I watched all 3 episodes. And also I was like, they don't really take risks. And I liked Sarah's cottage. I don't know if you've watched it, but if you watch it, you guys
saw like the Instagram.
Yeah. I said to Ruben, I was like, for a really big influencer who's trying to make this like an Instagrammable house, I love Scott, but I think he didn't take risks. I think he just made it like, he would be like, oh, this is like an Instagrammable moment. I'm like, sure. And then she talked about how like the bathroom is like somewhere where she takes a lot of photos. And in my head, I'm like, they should have went with like a plastered black wall with the tub like in the middle and like an archway and something like really like you walk in and you're like, oh my gosh, like this looks like a spa. But like he just made it look like a normal house, but then like used pink tile. And you're like, I don't know, buddy. But anyways, still love Scott. And the whole reason I brought this up is because they had the same bed we have. And I said to Ruben, I was thinking of putting flowy like drapes on it because it's a like one of those beds with the cage things.
Yeah.
I was thinking of adding curtains to it.
Nice.
And they have curtains on theirs.
Nice.
We have the same rope swings.
Oh.
And he always talks about like having like one big moment, which is the wall that we have with the
the pelicans,
the swans or cranes.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are. And then we've just done like a lot of like really similar things.
Yeah, you could make a show.
No.
Dorothy's vacation house rules.
Like not Scott's. Better than Scott's. No. I could never do that. But I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, we made some really good moves here.
Yeah. I told you, you're good at it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Anyways, if you don't follow my Instagram for my cottage, plug it, you should. It's called, I'm like, what is it called?
Sandhill Cottage.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that it?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. I always wanted to do a photography retreat there. Maybe I'll plan one day. Do it. I know, right? Like, what am I thinking? Fall, spring? Fall's so busy. Spring is better.
Spring, yeah.
And it's also the beach, so it's like a good spot to shoot because there's not a lot of trees, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like spring, it's like the other day, look at that tree. It's literally lime green.
You don't like
Hate it.
You could just change the color.
I do. And
Me
then
too.
I'm like, I should have left the luminosity alone because who made that real dense?
The luminosity.
Anyways, I feel like I went on a real tangent there. What were you even talking about? We were talking about our main topic.
Oh, yeah.
Running a studio.
Oh, yeah.
That got away from us. Mostly me.
Well, we should talk about Danielle.
Yeah.
We don't know too much about Danielle,
No.
but we love her.
Why do you love her?
she's just like a super nice human. She is super talented in like running Millworks, designing all the spaces.
Yeah.
She's always like very conscious of like what photographers might want.
She also always asks, she's always like, if you ever have any ideas, which I always have loved. And then like they always have like the art flower installations, which are always fun. I never book them, but
I do.
Lots of people do. I mean, I remember, I think I did when we did Christmas minis. It was like, so if you go into Millworks, if you've never been, it's a huge building and there's like 3 studios, like door, right? Yeah. So we both booked the annex together. We did Christmas minis. Was that the day that like all the other studios were booked and it was just packed full of people and photographers?
Yeah. Well, Christmas is such a busy time.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Because they have a really nice set in each studio.
Yeah.
And even upstairs in the attic. And so they have five rentable studios, maybe even 6, because there's also like, I feel like there's other ones that I haven't really ventured into.
I think they have other buildings too.
They do have other buildings
which I've never shot at. I don't know why. Just haven't.
Yeah. So there's the attic and the bedroom. And the bedroom I always shoot boudoir in. It's like my go-to boudoir.
Yeah.
The attic is really nice to shoot boudoir in too. It's like hardly ever rented.
See, like this room, you could definitely do boudoir. Just throw a bed in here. Bam.
Just get rid of everything and just put a bed in.
We just need it in that corner on this wall.
Yeah.
I could do it for you.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I'll just book Millworks.
Yeah. It's so much nicer.
It's so sad that Pam is leaving. I was like so behind on that news.
Yeah.
And she's going to be on Next.
She's going to be on Next in 2 weeks.
Yeah. What's her business name? It's Pam 10 West.
Mm-hmm.
You could ask her how she came up with that.
I know it, but I'll let her tell it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to Danielle.
Should I read her intro?
Yeah. Effie's going to read the intro. I did last week's and I did a terrible job.
No, what are you talking about? You did so good.
Like I had to literally sit there and like read each sentence and then try to figure out what it meant.
Okay. Danielle is the owner/operator of Millworks Creative, giving her the opportunity to combine both her creative side and her love for business and community. That's it.
Yeah. She's an entrepreneur, creative person, and coffee lover. Also, what's her dog's name?
Levi.
Ah.
Levi's so cute.
Yeah. She sent me 2 photos, one with Levi and one without. And I was like, obviously, Levi has to be in this.
Obviously.
Like, he's probably the mastermind behind everything.
Coffee lover, dog lover. I know she also loves golf.
No,
I'm going to go golf with her soon.
No way.
Yeah, we've been talking about it.
Anytime I meet a girl that likes golf, I'm like, wow, you should be friends with Effie.
That's actually so funny because when I saw Nick walking on St. Clair here, he like introduced me to some people on St. Clair and he was like, hey, meet Effie. You guys should meet because you both like golf. And then last week, one of them messaged me and we went to go golf together.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. So he liked to golf.
Effie needs friends.
I need golfing friends. Just friends in general.
Yeah. When you moved here, you were like, come over every day. And now I never hear from you. So I'm like,
because I'm doing 75 hard.
Short-lived.
So I'm like, I got to get up. I got to eat. I got to go to the gym. And then I got to do some work. And then I got to do my second workout. Then I got to eat.
Your second workout is like 2 hours long.
It is when I'm trying to like walk Juno.
Oh, when you go golfing, I mean.
Oh, yeah. The golfing too.
Yeah.
Let's hop on a call with Danielle.
Okay.
Ring.
Love the ring.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey! How you doing?
Oh, yeah, no. I'm a little nervous. I'm drinking a coffee. I was told to stop making notes.
You have notes?
I put them away.
We can hear ourselves in your video.
Oh, wait.
She can't hear us anyway.
Now I can. The sound was all the way down for some reason.
It's working? Yay!
Yay.
Okay, great.
We did it.
We did it. Wow. We did it. Wow. We did it. Yeah. We did it. All right. Did we say hi properly? I think we had a good hi.
We had a pretty good hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. So tell us about how you got started in the rental business and like what's your background in this? I don't know what the question is.
um, so it was actually kind of random the way that I got into it. I'm not a photographer, which is usually the question that I get the most. But I was in product development for a really long time, and I was a visual merchandiser for a fleece and t-shirts company. And I kind of like, I loved it, but it wasn't necessarily what I really wanted to do. And I ended up moving to New York for a period of time, and I worked with and I worked in an internship for a charity called Dress to Kilt. And it was a celebrity fashion show, and I got to work with a stylist. And I was like, this is kind of cool. Like, I think I want to change careers.
Oh.
So I ended up becoming a stylist. I was in Toronto. I started assisting at Platino and like doing ad campaigns and TV commercials, and kind of worked my way up being on set. So I was styling people for TV commercials and ad campaigns, and it was a lot of fun, and I loved being on set, and I got to see a lot of different studios. But the lifestyle was really hard. Like, I was working all the time. I could never say no to a job because you're freelance. I was saying no to my friends and family on a regular.
Yeah.
Like, they all live in Brantford, and I was in Toronto. So getting back to see them was really hard. So I was just like, I don't think I can do this forever. And I actually went back to product development, and I'd always want to start my own business. And then a couple of months into it, I actually lost my job. And I had already had the idea to start the business, but that kind of gave me the push. I kind of thought in product development, I was in an office. I liked being in an office. And then in my creative world, I was on set, and I was like, well, why can't I blend these two things together?
Yeah.
So I had the idea, started going to different studios and co-working spaces around the area to kind of see what they did.
Okay. To our listeners, we have just switched to a phone call because we're having technical issues over the computer. So how did Millworks come into your life?
I lost my job and I had the idea, and I was like, why don't I just try? And a couple months before, I had met the guys that own the building. And I told my dad the idea, and he was just like, why don't you talk to them? They have real estate. You have an idea. Maybe this will work.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and talked to one of the guys, Mark, and he liked the idea. And he was like, I have two buildings, one downtown Hamilton and this one in Dundas. And as soon as I drove by the one in Dundas, I was like, that one. Like, I want that one.
Amazing.
And I was like, take me inside, took me in, and I'm a very visual person. So I walked around and I was like, art stalls or art studios weren't part of my original idea. But as soon as I walked there, it was like, you could have art spaces in here. The attic space, I was like, this would be a perfect bedroom. And I just started listing things off. And then I couldn't really think of a name, to be honest. And they had already done some artwork for this space, and they call it Millworks Historical District because it used to be a Millworks building.
Right. Which means what kind of milling was it? What is mill?
What is mill? It was an industrial building. So I think they used to mill wood here. I guess they made flour here at some point.
Cool.
I think it's been a lot of things since 1836.
Wild.
But exactly. So like they had the name and a picture of the building, and I was like, this is kind of cool, but what if I change it? I'm like, we're trying to be creative here. So I asked if I could change it to Millworks Creative District, and they let me, which eventually evolved to Millworks Creative Studios. And then, he made me do a bunch of research and to like make sure that I was really, I guess, going to really move forward with this. So I started talking to the city, to the Economical Development Center to see what Hamilton really needed when it came to creative studios and like film and photography. And I got a lot of insight. And then eventually, after 6 months of doing research, one of the guys that owned the building finally said to me, do you want the keys?
Oh my goodness.
I said, yes, I do. Please give me the keys.
Wow.
They actually came in with me, and Mark and his girlfriend, Alicia, helped put up the art spaces. Mark was laying hardwood in what our meeting room is now. And then I put all of our studios onto third-party platforms to help generate some people seeing the space, I guess. And all the money we made from that, I tried to put back into the space.
That's so cool. I just wanted to say for the listeners, because if you guys haven't been to Millworks, it's like this giant industrial like space that Danielle has set up art stalls, which are just like workspaces for people to rent out and do whatever kind of work they want. So there's artists, like painting artists, there's woodworking people, there's photographers, there's so many different types of artists that can just like rent these little stalls. They're kind of like cubicles, but like cool. And then there's like the 5 studios that I guess everyone has access to. And if you rent, is it if you rent a stall or like an office, you get access to the studios as well?
Yeah, so if you rent one of the art spaces, co-working, or private offices, you have access to all the studios, and then we give additional discounts as well to members.
Right. Amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm being nosy.
Okay.
Well, Millworks is for sale. So
the building is for sale.
The building is for sale. So would the hopes be that like whoever bought it would remain the studio and you'd still work there?
Yeah, so I have my own lease within the building for the business. So the business and the building are separate entities.
Okay.
So if they sell the building, my business still has the lease. So yeah, the new owner majority would probably keep me in because I have the most square footage in the building.
Okay.
I occupy about 21,000 square feet, and we're talking about taking more space.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we would still be here, and it would just the building would just change ownership.
Okay, that's cool.
Thank goodness, because it's like our favorite place.
I was like,
definitely not going anywhere. I've actually had that question a few times before and tried to like ease people's minds, especially weddings that are asking about like 2024 and 2025.
Right.
Like, are you sure you're still going to be here? I'm like, yes. It's also, as like just to point out, it's now designated a heritage building.
Oh.
Which means anybody that actually comes in, they can't touch the facade of the building. And residential is a really hard thing to do in the space that we are in.
Right.
So whoever buys the building is probably going to continue to keep the building as is and just try to tenant it more and probably fix up some of the spaces that need to be fixed up.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely eased our minds.
Yeah.
Yes. And mine.
Yeah, exactly. What do you have plans for Millworks? Do you like have any plans for the future or like anything coming up? Like, what are you going to do? I'm sure you have plans, but like, do you want to tell us about any of them?
I do have some. I can share some, and the other ones I'm probably going to leave as a secret for right now.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fine.
But we are looking at expanding, and I would like to create 2 or 3 new studio spaces within the building. So we'd be adding on to our existing space. I'm also learning with our co-working offices and art spaces that we need to kind of update our layout a little bit. And there's a few things I would like to add as well. So we're looking at taking more space and building off of the brand and adding a few more things in. And I kind of want to tell you what they are, but I also don't want to yet. So,
that's okay.
Yeah, look out for new things coming probably by next year. We'll probably start announcing things closer to the end of the year, though.
Yeah, you've been doing a really good job at Millworks. Like we were talking about just before you popped on, like the updating and how you actually ask for feedback, which is like not normal. Sometimes I wish venues would do that too, because you'd be like, oh, this venue would be amazing if just like this one thing was different. Whereas like you have really like tried to really involve like photographers that shoot there and work there. And then it's been interesting to see because you've all obviously scaled it for weddings And it sounds like that's going really well, and now you're scaling even more. So that's so cool. Have there been challenges in renting and scaling the business?
Definitely. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, like I knew what I was doing, but didn't know what I was doing when I got into this.
Yeah.
I'm not a photographer. I'm someone who likes decorating spaces and understands business. And I really like feedback for that reason. I feel like everybody has strengths and weaknesses. And I didn't have an understanding for light. So just as an example, I had one photographer come in like the first year or two that we were open, and she rented the bedroom. And she was like, I had a really bad experience upstairs. I was like, oh, okay. Can you please tell me why? And it was because where the bed was sitting, it was backlit. And I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, can you tell me what I can do to improve it? So I like listened to all of her tips and moved the bed into a different location so that it wouldn't be backlit. And then she came back and she was like so much better.
Yeah.
And I think those kinds of things I don't take as criticism. I take them as like solid feedback, because I want everybody that comes into the space to be able to feel comfortable and tell me something, and B, understand that I'll listen to it. And then if the change makes sense, I'm happy to do it, because I feel like that just improves your experience and the business itself. So like I feel better when I do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then, the challenges are probably, it is very expensive to decorate and create installations for 6 studios.
Yeah. We were talking about how even just doing one studio would overwhelm us.
Or, because she's decorating her house. We've done our Airbnb.
Yeah.
And then,
So you guys get it. It's like things are expensive.
Yeah.
And
DIY.
you really need to, exactly. Like I did a lot of like thrifting and a lot of Facebook Marketplace and restores, things along those lines when I first started. And then the more that I grew the business and kind of, you really have to pay attention to your cash flow and budget, because I could shop all day long and I could spend every dollar the company has to make every studio pretty, but it wouldn't be beneficial because we'd close the doors tomorrow. So I really had to learn to spend money wisely and budget and realize you don't need everything, but just try to do one thing at a time. And when I'm looking at doing installations, they really need to make sense dollar-wise. So if I'm spending X, it needs to generate X. And then if that one does well, then I know we can do another one. So it's a little stressful, but that's probably my biggest challenge.
Yeah. And you do a good job of working with other artists as well. Like when you do the installations, like sometimes Beau Florals will come in, or who else has done some of them?
We've had Billy Florals come in, and she did the last one on the loft and the one in the bedroom.
Yeah.
We've had Ashlyn she did all of our Christmas installations the last 2 years. So, and she does a phenomenal job. I love working with Ashlyn. So, they've all done an amazing job. I kind of give them some inspiration, and then they kind of run with it. And I think it works out well, because they also have a better eye than I do with some of that stuff. That's what they do for a living.
Going back about the bed thing, our next question is people renting spaces, like tips for people, and like putting things back. And I'm just sitting here thinking like, oh, I probably would have just moved the bed and never said anything. But then I'm also just like probably one of the most annoying clients that rent from Millworks. I always am just like, hey, so like, can I just pretend I like own the place, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
See, well, I've never gotten that from you. I always love having you.
Oh, thanks.
But no, people can move this furniture around as much as they want, as long as they put it back. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but if we can get things back into the spaces where they were to begin with, that's great. It doesn't always happen. But one of the bigger things I'm learning now is, like, in the winter, we had some cream carpets, and people come in with dirty shoes, and those carpets get destroyed really quickly. Or people coming in with their children, and they've got food, and they're not paying attention. The kids are marking marking the couches. And look, those things happen and that's totally fine. But we just hope that people will come and tell us if there's a mark or something happens so that we can take care of it right away. And even if something breaks, we've had vases break or things over Christmas, and sometimes they've been thrown in the garbage or they don't tell us, which is hard. And like we understand accidents happen. So if you just tell us, we're not going to scold you for it. We're going to go and we'll take care of it. And then we know, and if we need to replace something, we'll replace it. So
I think people do have that mindset of like, oh, I just won't tell them because I am going to be dinged or whatever. But then like we had this at our cottage where either a child or a dog peed on our carpet, which was from my bedroom that I loved, that I spent money buying. And then when we opened our cottage, I was like, well, I kind of have to put this rug here. And a couple months in, somebody peed on it, didn't tell us, and we can't get the rug clean. It's gone. It's destroyed. And I'm like, had you have told us, we could have got our carpet cleaner out there. Maybe, sure, charged you $50 for cleaning it, but like saved our rug, you know?
100%.
Yeah, it's definitely a bummer when people don't respect the space as much as they can. And then it's also like us learning to like, okay, so maybe a more cleanable rug would make sense here.
So, that's definitely the thing. Like we started looking at doing ruggables.
Yes.
Instead, because I can throw them in the washing machine now.
Yes.
And like if you choose not to tell me, at least I'm like, there are things that I end up just throwing away, which is sad. Like you're talking about the rug you're throwing away. Like we'll do the same thing, and it's so sad to see all that money just go away. And it was such a pretty rug to use.
Yeah, it's things that you have to learn. Like even with the couch too. Like my husband used to do carpet cleaning, and I guess you can do this thing called Scotch guarding.
Yes.
And I guess it helps be able to like clean it.
It does a little bit, but you really gotta find somebody who can do it properly. We actually had all 3 of our couches before Christmas Scotch guard that were all cream, and I was planning on keeping those couches throughout the following season, and they were so damaged from people doing bad things to them, but like people come in for Christmas shoots, we're busy, and they're wearing dark jeans and the dark denim rubs off on the cream, and like that's unavoidable. It's just wear and tear on some of your furniture that you know is going to happen. So you got to find the right person. So if your husband can do it, can he come here, please?
Doesn't do it anymore. Sorry.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, fine.
I wanted to ask about what kind of shoots go. How do I ask this? I know there's lots of different types of shoots that go on at Millworks, like music videos, photography, obviously. But is there anything else I'm missing that's like really cool that I'm just like is going over my head?
Lately we have some people doing a lot of workshops. We have a yoga one coming in soon, which is kind of cool. We've had another woman that's been coming in since the very beginning. So she does like an evening yoga, and she actually brings somebody in who plays the guitar. She keeps the lights dim, and then she does like a relaxed yoga at night. She kind of does it every couple months for an hour.
So smart.
I want to do it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We've been debating seeing if we can find a space that we can kind of dedicate to that. So those are some of the new things we're just starting to think about because of the people that are inquiring about the space.
Yeah.
But yeah, podcasts we're starting to get into as well.
Right.
What else do we have coming in? Weddings, wedding photography, a lot of first birthdays, bridal showers, baby showers.
Oh yeah, just events. Yeah,
honestly,
it's a good event space.
There's not a really good event space in Hamilton for like a couple hours.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. And I feel like, I don't know, it's just different. Like we had somebody reach out yesterday who wants to rent for Mother's Day, and they just want to have like a 12-person dinner party and then take photos after.
Cute.
So, yeah, I thought that was cute. So like, honestly, the space is open for whatever anyone really wants to do, as long as we can do it in the space. I'm open to a lot of things here. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, last question, not business related. What are you into outside of like work in your career in Millworks?
I see my friends and family a lot, but I also am a huge foodie. So I like finding new restaurants and trying everything on the menu. Golf. Trying to get as good as you, Effie.
Thanks. We'll go out this summer many times. Yeah.
I got to catch up to that hole in one. starting ladies league in like 2 weeks, so that'll be fun too. And then my dad got me into pickleball recently.
Oh wow.
Nice. You're becoming an old person.
I am. I'm really embracing the retirement sports right now.
Yeah.
So I actually formed there's like 12 girls that are all my friends in Burlington and Brantford, I think. So if either of you want to join, you're more than welcome to too. Every Wednesday, I'm just going to send a message out and say we're going to this pickleball court, and we're just going to play.
I want to try it.
It's a lot of fun.
When's Survivor over?
Survivor's over soon. Probably next month. Every Wednesday. Yeah, I'm booked every Wednesday watching Survivor, so.
I've never watched Survivor. Okay, well, you let me know when you're on Survivor, and you're both more than welcome to join us.
Okay, sweet.
I'll come and I'll wear one of those. What are they, like the sweatbands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
I'll
like
come
the little
the way you
micro
go.
shorts.
Yes. I'm really bad at sports, like certain sports. Like I was good at volleyball, but and badminton, which I'm like, is that even a sport? But tennis, for some reason, super bad at it. You add that bounce in, and I'm like, can't do it. Ping pong, terrible.
So I am not good at any of those sports either.
Okay.
I have a tennis racket in my basement that collects dust, but there's something about pickleball that is just easier.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but like
Yeah.
if you can't play tennis, you can play pickleball.
Okay, well, I'm down to definitely try it
Yeah, you should. We're doing 75 hard right now, so we're trying to just do activities.
all the time.
Okay,
Yeah.
done. I'll keep you guys in the loop.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Danielle. We had to cut this one a little bit short because we're short on time today, but we love talking to you. We love Millworks. It's our favorite space just because, like, you're so awesome. Everyone there. You've built, like, a really great community. The spaces are clearly awesome. It's dog friendly, which...
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Our mascot Levi is usually here.
Yeah, we love Levi. But yeah, thank you. We cannot wait to see you again. We will see you soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
for
thank you. This is awesome. You guys are great.
Oh, thanks, Danielle. All right. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
You too. We'll talk to you later.
Bye. I love Danielle. She's so cute. Did you learn a lot, Dorothy?
Oh, I sure did.
Does it make you want to own a studio?
No.
Okay.
But still one of my goals is to maybe do that.
Yeah.
I doubt it'll ever happen.
Yeah.
Do you have goals like that where you're like, I don't know, if it worked out, I'd do it, but like you're not like gunning for it?
I don't no. Like all my goals are like I already know that I'm going to try to achieve them.
Oh.
So I don't like dream too big. You know?
Yeah.
I dream like in very small steps.
Like tomorrow I will go golfing.
Exactly. My next goal is to like get into like actual headshots with like backdrop and strobes. So I'm actually gonna probably this weekend go buy some strobes and learn how to do it.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like that trend is ending.
No, it's not. Corporate headshots?
No.
Corporate headshots are always needed.
Let's just,
I get so many inquiries for them and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not the right person for it right now.
Yeah,
So
I
many inquiries.
did send you one. And they were like, I don't know if she has her own lights. I'm like, me neither. I was like,
I
wait,
will
you
see.
inquire.
It's good because like sometimes there's like big companies that need a bunch of headshots and it's like we need 100 people's headshots and I'm like, that sounds like a good 2 days. There you go. That's a good amount of money.
Yeah.
And it's easy. You just do like one setup basically.
Get in, get out.
Get in, get out. It's a good winter job too.
It's like school portraits.
Yeah, like school portraits.
Put your hands on your knees.
Yeah.
Turn slightly to me. Put your chin down.
Yeah.
And put your head to the side.
Yeah, easy peasy, I think. Should be.
Let me do the pose.
It's so cute.
Perfect. That's it.
Smile, Dorothy.
Say smile, and then the kid just ruins the pose.
Yeah, or just like smiles like they like have something stuck in their brain.
I had this client who was like, we taught our kid to smile funny because it was funny in the moment, and they're like, we can't undo it.
Aw. My sister used to have the weirdest smile when she was little.
Oh,
It's so cute.
Melina.
Shout out, Melina.
You should really cut that out.
Why?
So mean.
No.
She's gonna be like, you guys shouted me out. Yeah. We should just say mom's name. Moms. Effie's mom is mom's.
Mom loves when I shut her out.
Yeah. So what are we excited for coming up? There's so much coming up.
Segue.
What are you excited for? Segue.
So like we are getting busy.
Yeah.
So we're moving to like 1 or 2 podcasts per month.
So sad. Not excited for that.
But I'm already going to be so busy this weekend. Like getting this out by Monday is going to be tough. I also have minis tomorrow, Mother's Day minis.
Yeah.
At the Nook. So that should be cute.
Nice. Yeah.
My 1-year anniversary is coming up this month.
Oh, what are you going to do?
We're going to go to Plank, which is the restaurant under the hotel that we stayed in for our wedding night. So kind of like tied in.
We were always so intense about our anniversaries. It was
Really?
mostly Ruben. But like it always had to be like a big thing. Like,
Really?
they had to go somewhere. We did a lot of like little, it would usually be like a 1-night trip somewhere. Like we've done like just all over Ontario. But like,
Yeah.
you know, like I'm trying to remember like Niagara. We went to, I don't know, PEC.
Prince Edward County.
Yeah. And like, what's the one called? Manitoulin Island.
Nice.
We did that. Our anniversary is in August, so like I think it would also kind of be like vacation,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
a weekend.
Yeah. But you guys got married early, like in your relationship,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like I've been with Keith already for 9 years.
Yeah.
So we're like, whatever.
Yeah.
The same.
Yeah, it's the same but different. Yeah. And also like you got a house like later, so now you're like we just want to be home because it's like cozy and it's us and
Yeah, exactly. When we're older and we have more time and money, we'll do like bigger trips, I think.
yeah, or if you win like that.
The $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. So for me, batch weekend. So that's gonna be exciting. I have a lot of work to do. Ruben was like, make sure you like relax. And I was like, I will not probably relax.
That's not maid of honor duties.
Because I was like, I get there, I have to set up. Tomorrow I have like, we have this like brunch that I have all this decor for. And I'm probably going to be making breakfast mostly for all of these people. Yeah. And then I was like, any moment that I'm going to be relaxing, I'm going to be thinking I should be home helping Ruben. So the joy of being a mom. Yeah. And obviously like missing them, especially like at bedtime. And like, yeah, I mean, in reality, it's one day because I will be home Sunday afternoon. So
yeah,
that'll be fun. And then, first double wedding weekend next weekend.
Yeah.
But it's like a small wedding on the Sunday.
Nice.
Pretty chill by the Gage area. It's going to be dope.
Nice.
And then, headshot exchange should be fun.
Yeah.
It's always work to plan these things, and sometimes I'm like, why did I plan this? But then I always love it.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's for lunch?
I have so much food. I went to Costco the other day, and I spent $300 on
It's too bad you can't have milk, by the way.
Why?
$200 on food is
300.
Oh, 300. That's like the classic number of Costco.
I love it.
You go in being like, I need 2 things, and you come out and you've spent $300.
I needed a lot of things. My fridge was empty. It looked like an Airbnb.
Wow.
It looked like Sandhill Cottage. Fridge.
We have a smart fridge. It talks to and plays music. Yeah.
Shit.
I forgot that you've never been.
No,
you know who's at our cottage this weekend?
Alex.
Yeah.
I know everything she does.
Alex Coombs is going to be taking some photos and maybe a new video. So excited.
Nice.
Because the last time she went up, the trees weren't in bloom and it looked really sad. And our house wasn't painted yet.
Yeah.
So she's pretty now.
Yeah.
She looks pretty.
Right. So I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. So what is for lunch?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm going to have to make something.
Yeah.
With all my food. What's for lunch for you?
No idea. Probably A&W because I love A&W.
Yeah, me too.
So good.
So good. Beyond Burger.
Yeah.
What do you get? Mama Burger?
I always get the Uncle Burger.
Uncle.
Which is Uncle.
Uncle.
And they're always like, with bacon and cheese. I'm like, yeah.
Keith gets the Mama Burger.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
That commercial that they had back in the day of like telling people you're expecting by using them. So good.
Oh.
Should have done it.
Cute.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it if we ever are expecting.
Yeah.
not planning on expecting.
Well, and you said that, Juno just looked at me like, what?
She literally did. She's looking at us very intensely right now.
Yeah.
She's like, why aren't you playing with us?
Us.
Oh, yeah. Why are you guys playing with me?
You said that sentence really wrong. Why are you all not playing with me? It's true. That's an inside joke.
With Dorothy too much.
It's just from our... You blame all of your... I saw on Instagram, you were like, you said Aaron Daniels.
Yeah.
And then you were like, Dorothy's influencing me. I was like, that's bait. That's rage bait. I'm not even...
Literally because I know him through you, and that's how I know him.
I know, but
I know him as Aaron Daniels because you talk about him.
I'm the one who said that that's incorrect, though. I was like, his name is Aaron Daniels. Just call him Aaron. So yeah.
You can't call him just Aaron. It's impossible.
Okay, we'll play with you. Okay. All right. Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right, where can they find you?
They can find me at Effie Edits Photo on Instagram.
Nice. And they can find me at DorothyMay_.
And also follow our podcast Instagram.
Yeah, because we're super hilarious.
Super hilarious. You can see our viral videos.
30 likes.
Edit Sesh Pod. Follow us.
Okay, bye.
Bye.